What's up, everyone? It's me, Adam Prime, and I'm doing something different. I'm covering something from Zenkaiger. And I've been wanting to talk about Zenkaiger stuff because I've really been enjoying the toys overall. And I really just didn't know if I wanted to do that because it's all so old. But then I got this recently, and I have to talk about this. This is a cool toy. This is a really cool toy. You obviously have it's the DX Geartozinger, Tozonger, Tojin Stombonger, Jenga, Denga. I don't know. There's a bunch of ways to say its name. I just say Geartozinger because that's just how it sounds like how they're saying it in the show, and it is primarily used by Stacy. And yeah, and this was a premium Bandai item, and so you had to pre-order this, and these are going to be really hard to come by, but it's also just really nice. You have a picture of Stay Caesar, and you got nothing on the bottom besides that stuff. Then you got Stacy, you got Stacy and Stay Caesar, and then you got extra gears and how it says its name. It doesn't really say its name, but yeah, I think this is a really cool toy. It's technically just a repaint with a new soundboard, but what they added and stuff is really cool. And I just really wanted to talk about this toy. So, I'm going to get the gears and all the stuff in this box out, and we can have some fun. I'll show you the Tojinger. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. Alright, and here's everything that came in the box, except for these stands. What these gears are standing on did not come in the box. But you get the Tojinger and the 6 new Sentai gears. And we're going to take a look at the Sentai gears first, which these are very nice. I've always liked the Sentai gears, and I love the purple on these. And you got the back for the Toji Tendo symbol, got the number 65, and I'm going to show you what this does in the Geartozinger. Even though I haven't talked about it, I just kind of want to show what this thing does, because it's kind of funny. But yeah, that's Stacy's gear, which, by the way, they do not come with these stands. I'm just going to take the stands away. But then you also have the 01 Go Ranger gear, or just the Go Ranger gear, I guess. You got their logo. It is this. And if I bring in the regular version of Go Ranger, which I like how these look, but these feel premium. These look premium. This is nice. Like, I like both of these, but man, the silver, which kind of bums me out that I personally do not have a full purple set. But man, I love how these gears look. Meanwhile, I also like how these look. I like the chrome on the old ones. But as you can see, if you look a little closer, these are identically the exact same. Except this has a C and this has a B. But the gear teeth itself are exactly the same. So if you put this gear into this, it will make the same sound as this. So if you don't have this, you don't have to worry about it. You got the sound. And I'm just going to go through and compare them with the others as I have them. And we got Jew Ranger, number 16. Here is next to the standard Jew Ranger. And I'm not going to do this for, like, all the other gears, because there is one other purple gear set, and I am going to do a video on it. Well, technically there's 2 extra gear sets, but at the end of the video I'll explain, because there's a lot more sounds, and I want to show you those sounds because they're kind of cool, and I just kind of want to show the full functionality of this thing. But either way, we'll get to that. Either way, got the Jew Ranger, which I like the backing on both of these. I love the animals, but again, that's silver. I like the silver a lot. But I'm looking at number 25 Gao Ranger, which its symbol looks kind of funny. Bringing in the standard Gao Ranger, just because I have it close by. Standard Gao Ranger. And yeah. Which, by the way, I guess these were some of the earliest gears that Stacy used in them, which also, like, ones that all come with the Tozinger outside of Stacy's gear are all the Sentais that the Zenkaigers are based off of. You know, Juran is based off Daijujin, so it looks like that. And Gao King, and so on and so forth. But, looking at Magi Ranger, number 29, which, I think both of these look really good, honestly. I think they both have their pluses, but, like, I don't know. I like the 3 tones to it, because it's not just gold and black. These are gold, black, silver. I don't know. It's just, these look so good. And we end with Bokenger, number 30. And yeah, that's Bokenger. And those are the gears it comes with. It comes with one new gear that, like, has its own unique sound and it's only found in this set. All of these you could technically get in candy toys. So ultimately the dark gears are all if you want the aesthetic. Now let's take a look at the Tozinger itself. And I like this gun. I already like the Geartozinger a lot. I love how the Geartozinger looks. I love, but they put this in my color scheme. I love purple, and I love red, and black goes with those both wonderfully. And I like this. I love the little head feather. I like that it looks like the evil bird that I don't trust in the show, which I always thought the evil bird was called Gage, because that's how it sounds like they're saying it in the show, but apparently it might be Gege? Gigi? Lady Gaga? I don't know, but I like that touch that it's the evil bird. And there it is on the other side. Not really much to do. You can obviously fold out these feet, which helps stabilize it a lot. Like, it's not going to go anywhere if I bump my table. Got the trigger. We'll turn it on in a second. Like I said, the name's on there. And if we take a look in there, as we turn it, that starts spinning. But then, if you start spinning it, it also turns the barrel, which I like this. I love the cranking part of this. It's like, I also like the build driver a lot, but I like that this isn't a gun. Like, this is fun. Like, that's just a fun toy to me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Before we get to the sounds, I'm going to bring in the Geartozinger, which they are obviously very much the same gun. Like, exactly. It's just different paint schemes. One's the evil one, one's the good one. But what are you going to do? But I like both of them. I think each of them have their own merits to wanting them. Like, this one has actually technically a little bit more sound, but it does not have the full functionality of this. And I will get to those. And if you want to see a video on the Geartozinger, leave it down in the comments and I'll do it. I don't know. Do people want to see this? Has people seen it enough? I don't know. And if I do that, I'll probably do the gears again. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, there's the Geartozinger. But I'm about to say the show also had one other changing device with the Geartozinger that was used by Zenkaiger. And yeah, it's very much not the same thing. But there it is by comparison. Now getting to the actual functions of the toy. I am not going to be doing every gear in this video. I am going to be doing 2 separate videos. One on the GP or SG. Actually, it's the SG set. The SG Dark Gear set, which comes with a whole more set of Dark Gears to match with these purple ones. And I was unable to get the Gashapon releases. So I'm going to also do a video that's all the other gears that are left to be used in this thing. So, like, that's going to include, like, magazine gears. It's going to include all the Gashapon ones. It's going to include just anything I have. Like, I'm not going to have the rare 2000 candy one. I don't have that. But let's get right to the sounds, because there is quite a bit, even in just the box. So, let's turn it on. And it doesn't even say its name, but it has its glowing green eyes. And if you pull the trigger, and if you turn it, nothing happens. But if you hold it, alright. Alright, now we are in Stacy mode, as the instructions call it. And this just has a bunch of phrases from Stacy, so let's hear what these are. Okay, we heard that one. So, now let's switch it back to regular mode, and it has its own. So yeah, it has that. By the way, I found this out by watching videos, but like if you keep switching back and forth, it will have its own unique phrase. So or it was him disguising when he was meeting up with the grandma at the candy shop when he was Satoshi instead of Stacy, which I don't know why he had to disguise his name. It's not like Kaido and all them were like, oh man, Stacy's such a wang or something. Like, no, she wouldn't have known. Maybe she would have. Who knows? But let's okay, Stacy. Let's start off with the gear that will have the most sounds in it, and that is Stay Caesar's gear. And so we will, and there are several ways to do this transformation. So I will probably show this off 2 or 3 times. We'll see. But if you just played it in and you're just in regular mode, you put it in like that. Turn the crank. By the way, I like that. I like that a lot. You get the standby music. It says the chapon. Which I like this. That's good. And if you know the original Geartozinger, as you know, you now have several attacks you can do. So if you hold down the trigger, and if you just pull it, you get a big blast. But if you hold the trigger and turn the crank, it's like a rapid fire, which I like this a lot. I like that. I like doing that. Man, I just really like these toys. Like, I remember I really liked the Geartozinger, so messing with this again just reminded me how much I like this toy. I like it a lot. But now we have that attack, and now you can do a finishing attack by just rotating without pulling the trigger. Get this jamming music, though. There is that. But if you flip it over, like if you know anything about the Geartozinger, you know how this works. You flip it over to what they call the Kikai side, which is the back side of the gear. You shove it in. And yeah. Get the big bang. And you hear him get summoned by Battle. You hear Battle Caesar Robo get summoned by Ijirel, like the evil doctor tank leg dude. Like, I really want to try to get these names right, but I don't speak Japanese, so if I get them wrong, I'm sorry. But yeah, you hear Battle Caesar Robo, which all the attacks and stuff are the same on this side, so it's not going to be any different. It's the same sound. But if you open it and shut it again and then reload it, do Big Bang again. And you get to hear Battle Caesar Robo the second. But if we use this gear again in Stacy mode, and we use it in here, you have him doing the transformation, which is really cool. And this is the same. This doesn't add anything to this. Or obviously the big shot. But if you do a final attack now, he says his final attack. Now, if we flip it again, we're getting there's so much sounds in just this one gear. It's very impressive because it has so many different modes, which I think that's really cool. So, now we can do this. Now, Stacy summons Battle Caesar Robo. Instead of having Ijirel say it. Scientist guy. Evil scientist. And it no longer has the ending with him saying it. But he can also summon Battle Caesar Robo II. And there's that. And that's pretty much... And to set a point, it's the same final attack when you do this. He doesn't get a new one. And that is one thing I will say that is different about this toy compared to the Geartozinger. It no longer has unique shooting and attack sounds for all the gears. Now it will pretty much just say the name, but you get the same old, and you'll get this. Like, and I'll show you to prove point, you know, after we're done using Stacy's gear. But, like, that's the same, and obviously the pull the trigger one is going to be the same. And he'll even say the final attack. But, if you remember, Stacy got a power-up. Caesar got powered up, and he got missiles and a shield. But you're just saying, well, didn't you just show all the sounds? Well, you can set it to what they call power-up mode. So if you turn off the toy, hold the trigger, and turn it back on, it is now in power-up mode. And that's a thing. So now, you will get a slightly different transformation when you use the Stay Caesar gear on top. Which that's different because it used to say Chabon, which I think was darkness something. So shoot my hand. And I think that's slightly different. And you can also do the transformation, which in Stacy mode, and there's that. And there's no new final attack, I think. No, I don't. I think that's the same. And he will no longer on the Kikai side will no longer summon Battle Caesar Robo. Which I think is just the dark combination, which I think is what he uses when he makes Dark Juragaon. So even in the power-up mode, he gets a new sound for that. So there's so much just to do in with this one gear in this one toy alone. Where it's like, yeah, the attack sounds are all different, aren't that different, but whatever. And it's like, that's kind of a bummer. But then the Geartozinger also had those, but then it still had limitations because all the dinosaur gears had the same attack sound. So if you had all the dinosaur gears, you just had all the same sounds already. So it's mostly just for aesthetics if you want to get all the dark gears. And obviously it has different show reasons of why they're different. Because Stay Caesar's gun makes him summon fake versions of the Sentais, where when the Zenkaigers use them in the Geartozinger, they get the powers. So I guess that's the difference between regular Sentai gears and dark Sentai gears. So let's start off with the other dark gears that came in this set. We are going to use Go Ranger first, because it's first. Like, why would you not use number 1 first? See it spin. And to prove a point, just in case somebody asks, that's the same. And if you still have it in Stacy mode, it's the same. So no matter what, those 3 are the same. So from now on, we will only be doing the Kikai and the hero side of the gears. So, flipping it over. And I guess you summon their eagle thing, because they didn't have a mecha, so... Next is Jew Ranger. Flip it over, see those dinos spin! Now moving on to Gao Ranger. And that's it for Gao Ranger. And we got Magi Ranger next. Team Finn! It's fighting me. Flip it over. And now we got Bokanger. And that's that. But there is one other sound I am going to show off in this video, because I know this video is really long, and I already said I'm going to do 2 more videos that will show all the sounds that I can show in this. So as for me, that's as much as I can show, because there's some gears I just don't have just because I wasn't willing to try to get them, and hopefully someday I will get them. And when I do, maybe I'll cover them. But if you do 10 big bangs in a row, you can get your own sound. But I'm just going to skip to the sound because it's just going to be boring to just see me just do a bunch of big bangs in a row. So just wait until I'm done. We'll see me in the future. And that's just the scientist dude saying you're out of power. And I like that touch, because if you remember that one episode where Stay Caesar was just literally summoning every mecha in the world, and then suddenly they all poofed out of existence because they're like, you used too much energy. But yeah, that's all the sounds I'm going to show for this video. I plan for the next video to be the SG set, which is the candy toy set for Dark Gears. And sadly, I was not able to procure the GP set for Dark Gears, so sadly, I do not have a full set of Dark Gears. I'm only 100% bitter, but whatever. Hopefully one day I can get my hands on those, and I'll do a video, but I probably will just showing how they look, because those are some nice premium boxes, and I just want to, like, have a video talking about, like, the whole set. But I'm going to do another video after the SG set that I'm just going to call the rest of the gears. So any other gear that will make it have a unique sound will be used. So I'm going to bring magazines, I'm going to bring in the Sentais that aren't covered in the SG or here, and you'll see those sounds there. I will link those when those videos are up, But until then, thank you so much for watching. Do you guys like the Toshinger? I like this a lot. I liked the Geartozinger when it first came out a lot, and I like how this came out a lot. So, personally, I really enjoy it. I think Zenkaiger was a really fun toy line. I loved the gears themselves, but then you make them again in a color. I love a purple. Oh, these look so good. I like it so much. But it's like, then I also like these. There's a reason. I like both of them. So yeah. And I'm also going to say, in the video with the rest of the gears, it will have the Zenkaiger gear in it. So, there's that. So, I guess I'll see you with more gears in the next video. Unless I decide to do something else for a hot minute. So, hopefully it's that, but who knows. Sorry, this has been super long. Bye. I almost forgot to show off what the Geartozinger, what it does in the Geartozinger. So I hope you stayed till the end of the video. So here's the Stay Caesar gear, and it will do the same thing in the Geartozinger and the Daijinger. In the Dailinger. So no matter which toy, this is how it works. Mine. It doesn't work. Turn it and all you want. It will never recognize this gear. It is not programmed in here. It doesn't know what to do. It just says keep doing it. This is what you get. That's what it does. It doesn't work. I just thought that's funny that it doesn't even work. But you do get a sound. You do get that. Which I think it says Hakai, which doesn't that mean destroy? Is it telling me to destroy this gear? I don't wanna. But, alright, I'm leaving for real now. Bye.